Well, good morning, everybody. It's Larry Steinhaus, and I am the Crazy Options Trader. Interesting day today. It's kind of a mishmash of things going on. Well, we know what's going on with the protests and Trump. It doesn't matter what your political view is. This show is about stocks, so it's going to affect the stock market, and it's going to affect the stock market negatively. There's no doubt. The problem is it's going to affect the stock market negatively, but it's really weird because it's earnings season. So you got these two things colliding, which is kind of cool and kind of weird. I believe it presents a nice buying opportunity. So I want to show you what I'm going to be doing and what's going on so far. And then I want to give you a report of where I am so far, because as you know, I'm on my challenge to go to $1 million, and I'm not doing so well. And I'm going to show you that in a little while. But first of all, I want to go to the board. Hopefully this is working now. Here we go. So if you see, and if we take a look at this over here, we can see that I'm looking for Facebook to hit about 130. Now today it may not hit 130, but I'm thinking that today is going to be a nice buying opportunity for Facebook anyway. So if we have a nice buying opportunity for Facebook, what can happen is maybe 131-ish will do it, and I'll get some calls going into looking for June. Okay, this is the difference. The most important thing is I want to make sure that whatever I buy expires over the next earnings season, not the current earnings season, which, by the way, is tomorrow. Here's my prediction. My prediction is Facebook's going to blow it out of the park. Really going to blow it out of the park. I really think about 138-ish. Now, look, the last time they blew the earnings out of the park, it was great, but they had a bad report along with it. And I told you this before. It was because they couldn't get any, they didn't feel the subscriber growth was going to go as fast. So who cares if the subscriber growth isn't going to go as fast? That means we're done now. We don't have to talk about it anymore. We already know that they own a quarter of the planet. If you watch some of the other videos I made, they own a quarter of the planet is on Facebook. A quarter of the planet. Now, understand how significant that is when you realize that only half the planet has access to the internet. So they own half of the internet. It's amazing. It's just amazing to me. And if you haven't seen, you've been noticing probably some more ads. You've been noticing new ads that have been replacing the political ads, and they're all good ads. I know I've been clicking through a couple of them too, just to see what people are doing. So it's working. Definitely ads are working. I think Facebook's going to blow it out of the park. Apple. I think Apple's going to blow it out of the park. Why do I think Apple's going to blow it out of the park? Because of what was going on with Samsung. Now, we already know that, we know a couple of things going on with Apple. First of all, we know that the Apple Watch didn't do as well as they hoped it would. But everybody knows that already, so it's already factored in. Samsung, the phones, the Samsung Galaxy 7 that exploded, people replaced them with iPhones. And that's as simple as that. So again, going to blow it out of the park. Now, remember one thing. Just because a stock goes up, just because the earnings report is good doesn't mean the stock's going to go up. This is where it gets weird around earnings. This is why one of my rules, by the way, if you haven't downloaded the rules, you want to download the rules at www.crazyoptionstrader.com/rules. The link is below. You want to download the rules because one of the rules is do not gamble on earnings, do not hold options over earnings. That's why I tell you, if you're going to make these two plays, you want to look for expiration dates in June. Very important, because these two plays and the expiration date in June will preserve your money if you're wrong. If Facebook and Apple don't blow out of the park and the stock drops 5 or 6 points, believe me, I'm going to show you why in a minute, believe me, these guys are going back to these levels in that time. So you'll be able to get some of your money back. Netflix is crazy right now. Netflix is jumping, it's jumping every day from 138 to 142. If you're a day trader, you love this stock. I just can't get in. I can't get in it fast enough, and it worries me too much. The premium's too high, so I'm kind of avoiding it, but I'm definitely watching it. Of course, Chesapeake, if you want to jump into Chesapeake, you got the earnings date for Chesapeake is February 22nd. I think they're going to do really well again, but I would look for a long date. I would look for after December, only because Chesapeake is kind of still feeling its place in the world after all the things that happened to it. So I would kind of watch it. Twitter, I'm banking on Twitter. I think Twitter is the new newsfeed. I think Twitter is going to be awesome when, as long as Donald Trump keeps tweeting. If he doesn't, it's going to go away. If you haven't been on Twitter lately, go on Twitter and just look at some of the feeds. It's amazing what's going on Twitter. Now, the still problem I have with Twitter is the interaction is ridiculous. You can't really have a conversation with anybody. But a lot of the things people are saying on Twitter is kind of neat. and you get a direct view of Trump's mind. Whether you like his mind or don't like his mind isn't the point. You get a direct view of his mind. So it's kind of neat. So I want to show you what's going on over here with Facebook. And so if we take a look at today's numbers, we're going to see right here. And I'm going to show you why I think Facebook is a killer stock right now. And why I said before, I think that you want to jump in this stock. Now look, take a look at this 6 month. I'm going to take a look at the 1 year chart on Facebook. Now if you take a look at the 1 year chart on Facebook, you can see clearly it's just an upward movement. All of a sudden, here's the down spot right here. This was the buying opportunity. I made a couple of bucks in here. As a matter of fact, if you were on my webinar, you knew that I texted some people around here. I said buy, 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 and they all made money on it. It was awesome. So if you're on my webinar, actually if you're on my text message list, you're getting this too, and this is a big plus. You're getting text from this. But if you take this out for a second, and I'm not sure if I can show you on this side, but if you take this out for a second, just remove this. Just completely remove this. This chart just keeps going and going and going. And that's what's going on here. We've got something that's just a long range. Facebook's going to go nuts. I told you before, if you want to invest in stocks and you don't want to invest in options, just buy all the Facebook you can, put it in a drawer somewhere, and it's going to be the next Google. As a matter of fact, I think Facebook and Google are going to be the competing for Google searches for searches in the future. So this is what's going to be. This is why I think Facebook's going to knock it out of the park. I think the chart is beautiful. I think it's time to buy. I'm going to look for some weakness today. I'm hoping for a point drop, and then I'm going to jump in and buy again for June. That's important. So finally, I want to show you, as I promised, how am I doing? How is the Crazy Options Trader doing? Okay, the Crazy Options Trader is supposed to be at 122,500, and I'm nowhere near that. Not good. Okay, I'm at 104,000. But here's the reality. The reality is I made some bad trades. And I want to show you something because I'm going to show you, if I can show it to you. Let me see if I can show it to you. Oh, that's the wrong one. I don't know if I can show it to you. I should have had it up. All right, I'll have to show it to you tomorrow. I was going to show you some of my bad trades and why I thought they were bad trades. But right now, the only position I'm holding, I want you to understand, the only position I'm holding in this account right now is Twitter. I sold my Facebook and I sold my Apple last week, took a small profit on Facebook. I didn't take a profit on the Apple, but I wanted to get out before earnings because I want to get in a different way, and we talked about that a little while ago. So the only thing I'm holding right now is Twitter. I'm waiting to see what Twitter's going to do, but by today, I'm sure I'm going to be in Facebook again. So that is what is going on today in my world. So I am the Crazy Options Trader, and of course, if you haven't already downloaded the free ebook, make sure you go to crazyoptionstrader.com and download the free ebook. I'm telling you, the ebook's great. You will learn basics of options trading, and you will learn how to make money. Also, if you want to get involved in options trading, reach out to me. I have a webinar that I did that I'd be more than happy to show you a copy of it. Just IM me on the side on Facebook. And of course, click through to the new fan page. Please click through to the new fan page. By the way, if you click through to the new fan page, you can actually get the new hold on a second, here we go. You can get the new, click through the fan page, you can get the ebook right through the fan page, and you can get the rules right through the fan page. Sorry about that, I was just trying to get the right screen on. Anyway, I am Larry Steinhaus, I am the Crazy Options Trader. I am looking forward to making some money today.